On the other hand, the Islamic paradigm, which we will discuss in a while, is very much different. Here, divine guidance or wahi comes down with universal values, not local values. What makes you angry is not a local custom or culture of France or Nigeria, but a value which has been violated, and that leads to social customs and behavior. Social custom and behavior are not the source of values. From your childhood, you have heard what I heard, and that was, in every age there are different sets of values which evolve and you change with the time. This is what has been told for centuries, that with the time you keep on changing. But no one says you change the time. No one says you be proactive. No one says you change a situation, not become a slave to situation. It is Islam alone which says you have to be proactive, you change the situation and not become a slave to situation. Therefore, Islamic norms and values are divine, and they provide a more solid universal basis for a new science of psychology, a new science of sociology, a new science of economics, a new science of political science, and so on and so forth. This paradigm shift has to take place and has taken place. Not a few dozen, but hundreds of Muslim social scientists today are involved in this process, and with all humbleness I can say that I have some small contribution in that, because in 1972 I was the founding Secretary General of Association of Muslim Social Scientists of the US and Canada, and then its president for quite some time. And we started a movement of paradigm shift in social sciences in 70s that continued for quite long time till we were able to establish 2 universities based on that, one in Malaysia, one in Pakistan. Both were called Islamic universities. Anyhow, that's a different story. The point here is that nature of divine values tells us that these are global and universal, and therefore when we talk about that, we are not talking about something which is finite. So divine guidance from beyond guides through wahi or revelation in an objective manner and not in a subjective, intuitive, mystical, purely rational or personal judgmental way. Look on these words, very simple words, but I have tried to use these words which are very simple, but each word has a background. So when we say Islamic values are not subjective, it means these are not Arabian values, Turkish values, Iranian values, Pakistani values. No, these are universal values. Tahara is tahara for a Sudanese, for a Turk, for a Pakistani, for anyone. No difference at all. Truth, haqq, is haqq, not a black haqq, a white haqq, a yellow haqq. Therefore, Islamic values are not subjective, these are objective. They are not intuitive. The whole business of amygdala is intuition, where mind is not working, but heart is working. And similarly, they are not mystical. What is known as spiritual or mystical is essentially a personal encounter with so-called reality. Martin Luther King or anyone, even the Luther of the 16th century, anyone from Christianity, they always claim that they encounter an experience. So Luther, when he came out of his self-confinement, said, "Here are my theses," and he became pioneer of Protestantism. all that was based on his mystical experience. Then we said that it's neither purely rational nor purely personal. Now, based on this paradigm, which I try to reduce in this diagram, what is meant here is Islamic ethical paradigm is not particularistic, it's not European. All you have today is Eurocentric psychology, Eurocentric sociology, Eurocentric political science, or economics, or chemistry, or biology, anything that you read. Islamic ethical paradigm is not particularistic. It makes use of cognitive faculty as well as emotions, and therefore it offers a holistic ethical intelligence. This is the term I have coined myself, and I have written on that research papers also. Ethical intelligence, where universal ethical values play foundational role. Ethical intelligence, in my view, prevails over all we have discussed about cognitive or emotional intelligence.